Still no decision from Chicago Public Schools as to whether students will be in class tomorrow, leaving families to wait. Amanda Vinicky joins us now with some of their perspectives. Amanda.
Yes, Brandis, we actually have new word from Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, came via Twitter and a statement to journalists just before 7 p.m. And that is that today's negotiations, she says, were productive. And the reason she says that there's no update really for families in terms of what's going to happen with school tomorrow is because CPS and the Lightfoot administration are waiting to hear back from the Chicago Teachers Union. Right now, the union's governing body, known as the House of Delegates, is meeting, discussing the latest proposal that is before them that could potentially bring school back. So again, the mayor saying that she and CPS are waiting to hear back from CTU. For parents, the latest word that they really got came just about at 5 o'clock this evening, saying that no decision had been made yet regarding school for tomorrow because negotiations are ongoing and that they will, again, provide an update as soon as possible. Now, this even as some families had already gotten word from their schools that class for tomorrow is off for a fourth day. While you did have, in rare cases, like at the school in Mount Greenwood, enough teachers showing up that school was in this, even despite a vote last week by the teachers union that they are only going to teach remotely until a deal is reached with the district. The union has also proposed coming back to school a week from tomorrow after the Martin Luther King holiday weekend. Now, CPS, with Lightfoot's backing, has called off classes, of course, calling the CTU's work action there, calling that remote working action illegal. Lightfoot says that there is no compelling reason to shift the whole district to remote learning. She says that that should only be done in individual schools where there are enough COVID cases spiking. Now, in that regard, she does have the backing of President Joe Biden.
The president's view is that schools should be open across the country, and more than 95% are across the country. That the mental health impact on kids of not having schools open is very harsh and hard, and he does not want to see schools closed across the country. So that there is no secret about that. That continues to be what he states. That's why he fought for funding, and we will continue to be in touch with local leaders in Chicago to work to get their schools open.
In regards to that funding, Psaki saying that Biden secured funding for schools, including really a ton for Chicago and Illinois for that very purpose. And the district says that it can, and in fact must by federal rule, account for every dollar, and that $100 million, in fact, was spent on ventilation. And that means they say that classrooms are safer than last year at this time. But critics, including CPS mother Rosemary Vega, question whether the city spent that money effectively and transparently.
The best, safest place for kids to be is in school. We are not arguing where students should be receiving an education. What we are arguing are the conditions that the children are in when receiving the education. Our schools are currently struggling to operate safely. Let's be honest.
Tara Pearson is mother to students who go to school in Humboldt Park and in Austin, and she kept them out of class last week, even before this remote action. Still, at this point, she's just frustrated.
This feud is affecting hundreds of thousands of families. I'm tired of this being made about who's right and who's wrong, or which side has more power. That has gotten us absolutely nowhere. This behavior is making our children suffer, and it has turned Chicago into a political circus.
Mother Coranda Locust shares that sentiment. She says that she is sick of CPS and CTU fights that leave children as pawns. This even as she personally backs in-person learning.
I believe CPS has done a great job with ensuring that our children are safe in the school buildings. There has been a lot of investment in air purifiers, hand sanitizer, face mask, and more. There is increased cleaning in a lot of schools. I often volunteer at different schools all across the city.
In that regard, you have Esther Corpus, who runs a medical clinic that focuses on Latino patients, including running clinics at some CPS schools. She says with school out these past 4 days, some of her employees have no choice but to leave their children at home while they come to work. She says that when you talk about school safety, COVID is a major consideration, but there are other risks to weigh as well.
Let's put all of our political feelings aside and let's, I know it sounds corny and we say it, put our kids first, but I'm saying to you today, we really, really need to put our children first and think about what is best, not just, for learning, their physical, emotional health, and their well-being in general.
I listened in last night to a group of parents who met virtually with Dr. Allison Arwoody, and they shared, some of them, that their children had experienced suicidal thoughts during that long stretch of remote learning last year. They say that some families, however, are scared to speak out about this out of fear of retaliation. Now, you have many parents at this point, no matter what their stance is, saying that negotiations shouldn't just be between CPS and the CTU. Community organizations representing the most disadvantaged Chicagoans say they want to say, and parents also want to be part of talks.
I think we should all have a seat at the table, including parents. These decisions that are being made are affecting our babies, not just the CTU and CPS. So I think that parents should be first and foremost at the school and at the table and have a voice.
Now, at last check, the big outstanding issues were what metrics would cause schools or perhaps district-wide to shut down because of a rise in COVID cases, and also COVID testing. Again, really, as we speak, the leadership of the Chicago Teachers Union is having a discussion about those topics. Brandis, back to you.
Amanda, thank you.